Hello, beautiful people. How's it going? Just wanted to casually record on here today and share with you. This is my second squishy that I love. And now my other one has a homie. This is Chin's. If I told you the reason for it, you would die laughing. But anyway, so this is my excitement for my birthday today. Um, I don't always do basically exciting things on my birthday. I just think about doing it and I usually end up having to plan it, right? So I'm jumping on here to talk about some things today on my birthday and one of the best ones ever. Um, and one of the reasons that makes it one of the best ones ever is basically inviting family, right, and letting or allowing myself to be loved and all of that sort of stuff, because sometimes what is the word, wallow in a very sick mindset, I feel like self-pity and rejecting myself. I think that's part of the old patterns of behavior that I still am having some issues of letting go. I know that was really deep, as you know that I am. Um, anyway, I love these squishies. They're so soft. I can't even believe how soft they are. Okay, so, and I got some other like really fun, simple things. Oh, I forgot to say this double teed glass thing. It's not glass, it's actually plastic, so that I usually have 2 or 3 drinks at once. So like a coffee, a tea, and a water. And I'm stupid. So this, I have tea in here and then I can clean my teeth with the water afterwards. So, okay, so what I wanted to talk about today, while I have a bunch of different updates, I'm going to focus on, like I said, why today is worth noting. So this is August 18, 2024. And why I am also going to put this on my personal empowerment journey list is because all of these sorts of each step in my journey I'm documenting, right? For those of you who haven't listened to me before, from being such an introvert and being very much like a punk rock snob, there was a certain mindset around that. So not just kind of the thought of living outside of American pop culture, there's a lot of things associated with that, including, this is the part I'm getting into, including number one, that I've talked a lot of shit about country music. So we went to actually go watch live country music. So that was a magnificent day. We also celebrated my niece's first birthday. She's born the day after me, but the point of the story is that these things that led to a beautiful day for me, not only the just um, simple little gifts and fun things, but also the country music that I enjoyed. So I'm going to put that up on my list too. And I love going to, well, I love the water. I've actually grown an almost obsession or interest in it. I would say the almost obsession or need for it. I almost want to say over the past 5 years. So even driving by, I don't necessarily need to get in it. And I know this is a part of healing, that water is therapy, and so I've always loved it. So we go to, it's called Crawdads on the River, and it's right there, and you can see the boats go by, and I love it. And I was really wanting live music and happened to be country, and I had a good time, and I loved it. And I'm glad that I invited my in-laws. And like I said, this is probably stupid and people don't think this is a big deal, but for me, in this very, I guess to say, in the whole allowing love in this part of my life, these people have been I have been a part of, I would say, my family for the past 23 years. And I've always, I feel like inside I've been a jerk a little bit, because I am very loved there, but there's this subtle underlying, because I also always felt there was an a cultural clash when it comes to my ethnicity, and I could totally see how people, you know, marry within their own culture or ethnicity or race or whatever you want to call it. And so that inside of me is just something, while I always knew that I needed this type of family to help fulfill certain things within me because none of my family is around, especially the ones, you know, that I like, my dad and my remarried, my mom's remarried husband, my stepdad. So long story short is just letting myself let the love in and enjoy, and I'm glad that I invited them. So that is for another show, and talking about how it took me a really long time in the beginning, when my husband and I first got married, to just kind of adjust because they were still using terms like Oriental. For those who don't know, not everybody is from the Orient, as it used to be called, and Oriental has been used to describe furniture and rugs and home decor items, right? It doesn't mean for example, it doesn't mean that somebody uses that term that they are being racist, right? But it took me a long time to kind of adjust. And while I didn't want to get so deep into the show about talking about that, it was more so, though, this is pivotal for me in another stage of my growth, that I've kind of like, okay, so talking about that, the letting the love in, inviting family, having a good time, and eating really good food, right? Enjoying the scene, enjoying the music. But the country thing just cracks my ass up, because I think I've liked some old country songs, but not really been, I don't know, drawn into it. I probably have an association to it, right? With rednecks or whatever it is, even though I grew up in Pennsylvania around small, you know, small town. Um, I don't really know, though, that a lot of people listened to country specifically over there, because in my high school it was a lot of hair metal type of bands. But again, right, probably it's stereotyping. I'm stereotyping country music as, you know, with a certain crowd, right? Shit kickers, or specifically we'll just say white people, or close-minded, and all this sort of stuff, which is all stereotyping and very judgmental. I am admitting that because that's what I grew up thinking about, just kind of like the four-wheeling, the lifted trucks and all that sort of stuff, which my husband likes. And when we first met, he picked me up in his lifted truck that I would hurt myself almost getting inside of it. But, and then blasting, blasting Brother Lynch hung. So, music, slumping and dumping when he would pick me up, that music. So it's a really funny story. So um, that's a really deep look at how I've kind of viewed or allowed love in, right? They're very loving and they've done a lot for me and for us. But so that is a huge part of my journey, right? And just only, I want to say, people, it's really kind of wild. I think it's only been the last couple of years where I slowly am allowing it in, and again, feeling the love and, you know, enjoying family. And then the music I just brought up. So I just want to jump on here today to share about my birthday that I enjoyed. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be including this in my list because this is a big deal. I think if I had learned to allow myself to appreciate it sooner, I could have been happier. But I think this is the part where I just had to learn in my own way. And also, too, this is also very healing, because those of you who haven't listened to me before, again, and don't know my story, it was about 10 years ago that I did have a situation, if you want to say altercation, with a family member, one of these family members around me that also changed my life because it made me go inside, and I found Krav Maga and self-defense. So being able to spend time with them, these people I consider family, and going through that entire process of not talking to them for like almost a year, like that was not fun. I would say that was painful, you know. So here I am getting close to some people because none of my family is around, and then we have this situation happen. So I wasn't intending on speaking about that in this video, but this is also why all this is important. So I had your birthday today, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I will see you next time. And that's all. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.